Happy Friday. Well, I am showing this house right there with the for sale sign. And it is a feeding frenzy. We have had it's been a tough market for buyers this year. We're down 37% on inventory. There's people in and out of this house all day long. And they're just going to sit there and collect offers because people need to buy and we don't have anything to sell. So just a couple things to position yourself in a way that you get the winning offer is you are going to have to be well over list price. I mean, some of these houses, it's shocking how much they are going over list price. I saw a property the other day that I had a client that was sort of interested in but decided against it. It was $85,000 over list price. I was just shocked. So over list, because these valuations are increasing so much, you're going to have to offer the seller what's called an appraisal contingency waiver. You're basically telling the seller that you're going to come in $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 and cover any appraisal shortfall that the seller might be faced with because, they're selling it to you for X price and then an appraiser comes in and says, no, it's worth $10,000 less. If you don't offer that, you're probably not going to get the winning bid. So that is something that you're going to have to bring to close in addition to your down payment and closing costs. If you're a 20% buyer or more, that's easier to do. I would say first-time buyers that are putting 5% or 10% down, it is a little bit more of a challenge for them. And I will say the next point is if you are 20% or more, that puts you in a much stronger position because the seller sees you as less risky. You've got the 20% down and the chances of your financing going south are reduced. The other thing you might think about is buying it as is, meaning you're going to tell the seller, I'll come in, I'll do an inspection, but I'm not going to ask you to do anything. Now, there's a caveat to that. I will say that I tell most of my buyers, hey, if there's something major in there that's going to be a big expense, we are going to go back to the seller and negotiate a fix on that. Or we have the option to cancel the deal if the seller refuses to do anything. But I don't know if that's a wise move on their part because once they find something out about the house, a material defect, they are required to disclose it on our property disclosure report. So might be something that the seller finds better to just try and work out a compromise with you rather than be faced with putting it back on the market and having to tell people what's wrong with it. The other thing is maybe to put down more earnest money than what we normally do. Normally we put down, I always advise clients about 1%. In this market, maybe you put down 3 or 4% and just beef up that earnest money to show you are really serious about the property. The other thing I say to people in terms of a market like this is, giving a closing date that obviously the seller would find acceptable or preferential to them. And also maybe doing tax prorations, which we typically would have the seller give the buyer a tax proration of 105% on current taxes. Maybe doing 100% saves the seller a little money and makes your offer stronger. So these are all things you need to think about when writing an offer because, oh my God, here's another car. It's just one car right after another on this house. It's hilarious. There's my clients. Anyway, it's just one person in and another person out. It's just been probably like this all day, but it's a tough market. If you're selling or thinking of selling, you're in a really good spot, especially if you don't have to buy anything. And if you're thinking of selling and you need some expert advice and an agent who is going to totally work your listing and make you the shiny penny of the neighborhood and bring you a whole bunch of money, that would be me, Jill Lasek of Baird & Warner. Please feel free to call me with any real estate questions. There's no pressure, just great service. I'm here to serve you, and I can be reached at 630-816-8701. And I'm here to serve in any way I can. So have a great day. It is really cold out and windy. I don't know what happened to spring. Hopefully next week it'll be better, but it has been so cold the last day or two. Anyway, have a great weekend, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.